Cowboy flew out here. You and I talked a week ago, and Cowboy's done a bunch of stuff. He's a professional. He was a professional bull rider. Professional bull rider. He was out spreading hay before you picked me up. I think he drove an hour to pick me up. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Or more. And here we are. And we're not at the hotel that got blown up, but it's right there. It's right there. So it's pretty funny.
Across the street.
Across the street. So the reason I'm here and the reason I've been so excited and I've been dropping like, oh guys, we got some stuff coming. We have some stuff coming, is because of what he's doing. And it's at Cost Metals. At costmetals.com. If you go though, go to @costmetals.club, and that'll route you right into the right one, which will be club with the furrow club or clubs with an S, but club probably. I'm an old SEO guy, you guys know. So anyway, I'm listening to your story, and he's going on about it, and I'm like, all right, you know what? Let's just start rolling, and we're not and get some of this stuff down. So at Cost Metals is exactly what it says. It's at Cost Metals. And you guys know me, I'm always pushing crypto, right? And I'm pushing gold, and I'm pushing silver, and getting out of the fiat monetary system.
Amen.
So tell me a little bit about how you got started in it, and what do you think is so cool about at Cost Metals?
Well, I've been buying precious metals for years, buying it from the gold dealer in my hometown, and thought I was getting a good deal. At the time, I was getting the best deal that I could find. Then I met Justin, the owner of this, which hasn't even started yet. I met him before it started, which is even a better deal, and found out I wasn't getting a good deal all the time. If I went in and bought $10,000 worth of gold, when I walked out, I was about 18% in the hole.
18%?
Yeah.
18%, man, that's life-changing stuff there.
Yeah. So gold would have had to go up 18% for me to break even.
Okay.
And then JD showed me.
That's a big move in gold.
JD showed me, which I think is genius. He's done the same thing with gold and precious metals as Costco and Sam's did with memberships to buy food.
Yeah.
Except now we're going to pay a membership and be able to buy precious metals at cost. It's genius.
It's genius. It is so genius that I literally got on a plane in less than a week and said, I got to, let me talk to that guy. This JD guy, founder. Let me talk to him. And of course, Jeff. He said, "Well, I had to talk to him too." And next thing you know, I'm on the phone with JD, and here I am. So we're going to go live with JD tomorrow. I don't know when you watch this, but we're going to go live with JD in a matter of hours, and he's coming on the show Monday in the morning tomorrow. And yeah, I'm super excited about it, man. So you've signed up a bunch of people.
I've sold a lot of memberships.
You sold a lot of memberships.
Yeah. Well, everybody I know is in the gold and silver.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't I want to save them 18%? They're my friends.
They're your friends.
They're my friends.
Yeah. So maybe run through what is you call up your buddy. I mean, of course, I called a couple of my buddies, and of course they, obviously they already signed up. Well, Bruce. Sure, man. Last time you did something like this, it mooned, so let's do it. So those were easy ones. But what are the conversations like?
I mean, it depends on who you're talking to. I'll ask somebody, do you have a Costco or a Sam's Club membership?
Yeah.
And if they tell me yeah, I say, hey, that's great. Would you like to have one for a gold and precious metals company? And they always say yes.
Right. If
they say they don't have one, I say you should get one because you can save 15 to 20% on groceries. And they go, really? I said, and I have a membership for a gold club, and you can save 15 to 20% on gold and precious metals. Easy.
I know I've talked about it a number of times on live feeds all around. Costco is like my favorite store.
Right.
I'm like a walking, talking Costco commercial. So
they sold $100 million worth of gold last quarter.
I saw that.
With nobody helping them.
That's pretty life-changing.
That's life-changing.
Yeah.
JD's goal here is to do $1 billion in sales the first year.
So $1 billion in sales. JD, and that's obviously what we're calling him. JD, his nickname, I guess. I picked up on it pretty quick, as I do. Justin Davis is his name. I did a little bit of research on him. Obviously, I had my phone calls with him, and he seems like a real straight-up guy. The deal seems so solid, and I don't want to come over like I'm selling it because I don't need to.
No.
I don't need to.
No.
What do you need? You need some cash. You need some crypto, and you need some precious metals. What do I tell everybody every day? You need precious metals, you need cash, and you need crypto. So cash is easy. You're on your own with that. I don't hate that paper fiat money, but you do need it sometimes. Hopefully,
dead instrument.
Yes, it is a dead instrument. It is a dead instrument, and it will go to zero. Out of crypto and precious metals, crypto is new to the world. It remains to be seen. I don't think it will ever go to zero, but who knows? But I don't think so. It has a use as well, sending money around, sending something around the world that is impossible to counterfeit. But gold, silver, and precious metals are not going to zero. You take a 2,000-year-old coin, you pull it up, and it's probably going to be worth even more than it was back then because, of course, it has this now value of being something of history.
Correct.
But the metal is still valuable.
Amen.
Your paper money is going to be worth nothing.
You can start fires with it. One day.
And I'll tell you what, you look at the markets today, they are pumping. It's January 8th. My daughter just turned 9. I turned older in a few days. It's January 8th. We had a nice big pump today. And I'll tell you why we had a nice big pump today in the crypto. Because they know that there's no stopping Congress from approving this ridiculous deal that is going to be even more than we were spending under the last guys. We have an illusion. We have an illusion of a choice. We have an illusion of a choice. Doesn't matter who you vote for. You get one side looks one way, one side looks the other. It's the same thing. It's what my dad always told me. We have an illusion of choice. He figured it out in Vietnam, and he always told us that's what we're dealing with. And the problem is, the biggest problem is, they're working for the central bank. They're working for the central bank. The central bank's the one that's printing your money. They're the one that are inflating your value. And the way that we can fight back, I've been talking about it for decades. A decade, not decades. Not decades yet. It's a monetary revolution. It's a monetary revolution, and this plays right in. So, okay, I might have jumped in on your explanation. So you call your buddies, tell them it's a Costco deal. Yeah. What are some of the questions that you get?
Is it physically mailed to me?
Yeah.
Yep.
Great question. First question my wife asked me, actually.
Yep.
First one.
Is it physically? You can have it physically mailed to you.
Yes.
The other cool thing is we have a vault. A
Yeah.
real vault with impenetrable walls. I can't even say that word. Security. I meant vaults, the highest rated vaults in the world, where countries keep their precious metals. The cool thing about the vault is some people can't afford to buy a $2,000 worth of gold or $10,000 worth of gold. So they'll have digital access to where they could actually buy gold in smaller increments and keep it in the vault until they acquire however much they want and have it shipped to their house. Also, people in other countries, some countries, when you ship gold there, it magically disappears.
Imagine that.
So they could keep gold in the vault and buy and sell it from the vault without even touching it.
Interesting.
So the vault's a good idea.
Yeah.
I'm going to do both.
Yeah.
I want mine in my hand.
Yeah.
But I'd like to have some in the vault.
So that's a very good point. And, you know, we've seen our fair number of gold-backed whatever, right? So, again, you don't want it all one way, right? You want to diversify. You also don't want a few $1 million probably sitting in your home, gold or silver. You make yourself a big target. I'll tell you what, if you become a political target or something, they're not going to worry about your cash. But if they find out you have a few $1 million of gold in there, they're going to want to come and get that stuff.
They just did that to a congressman, didn't they?
I think so.
They found a bar of gold in his closet.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It was not Mendez. It's somebody else?
No, it was Mendez.
It was Mendez.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mendez, he likes the bars of gold.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's no dummy. So Mendez, it's a funny story. You know the backstory,
Don't hide
right?
your gold in your coat pocket.
Don't hide it in your underwear drawer either.
Right. Right.
So Mendez, he said he wasn't so sure about that $6 billion we were sending Israel or something. He wasn't sure that was a good idea. Hey man, wouldn't you know it? It was a month and a half later, he busted. He's just like that mayor in New York.
Right.
He said, hey, guys, we got problems with the immigrants. Next thing you know, FBI pulling them over. Give us your electronic device. You heard about that, I'm sure, right?
No, I haven't.
Oh, yeah, man. The mayor. Of course, he changed his tune pretty quick.
Oh, I'll bet.
Yeah. So the way we have to be, the monetary revolution is a peaceful revolution, okay? And that's what it's all about. It's about taking power back from
Put it back where it goes.
Putting it back where it's supposed to be. And that's how we can do it, and that's how we can do it peacefully, and we've been doing it. Okay, so that's a really great question. So you can get it shipped to you at cost, from what I understand.
At cost shipping.
At cost shipping, at cost metals. And when I say that you can't get this at cost, is that true? Like, if I want to go buy gold, can I get it at cost from somebody else?
No. No one can, and our prices are going to be public.
Or cheaper, I should say.
Our prices will be public.
Okay.
No one can sell you precious metals cheaper unless they sell it at a loss.
Okay.
And if they sell it at a loss, you're not going to be able to get it there very long because they'll be out of business.
Well, we've all seen that before, haven't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's genius, I'm telling you. And Justin ain't that smart, but it's a genius plan.
Yeah, I'm not touching that one. He told me though the other day. I said, "Hey man, I'm pretty optimistic about this thing." And he says, "Well, you should be. You'd be a dummy if you weren't."
Yeah, it don't take rocket science to figure this one out. This is the best deal I've ever seen.
So okay, so that's one question. What's another question that comes up?
Oh, how long has the company been around?
Okay, it's a good one.
Yeah, it is a good one. And we haven't started it yet. We're fixing to have the grand opening, I guess you would say. But the owners of the company are the smartest people I've ever seen with precious metals. Together, they've bought around $1 billion worth of precious metals in the past.
Okay.
So they have a really good relationship with the suppliers. And this is pretty cool. So basically, we're drop shipping gold and silver.
Yeah. Our
software is interfaced with the suppliers.
Yes.
You'll buy the precious metals from your website, and it will be shipped straight from the supplier to wherever you tell them to send it.
Pretty
insured, gets through customs for people in other countries. It's simple. No one's told me no yet, and I'm not that good.
Yeah, right.
It's just that good a deal.
It's a good deal. It's pretty exciting. No one's told me no yet either. And my wife is the biggest critic because she's heard me go through everything, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you know.
Well, she's seen your up and your down.
She's seen my up, my down, my all around. She knows me too well. That's the way it should be, right? All right, so that's cool. So we're drop shipping stuff. I know some of the questions and how long they've been in business. And like I said, I did a little bit of research on JD, and there's nothing that jumps out and says, this is a bad guy or something, which when you've been in business as long as he has, that's what I tell people. When you've been in the business as long as we have, doing other things, and there's not a history of this, I got screwed here, I got screwed there, I got screwed here, well then that's how the person's doing business. And that is how I perceived my study of it. The companies that you worked with before are still around. And they're still working, and that is also a very good sign that this is a good business.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
What other questions come up?
What products?
Okay, that's a very good question.
Yep. We'll have silver eagles, buffaloes, rounds, gold bars, silver bars, numismatics. Which, to be honest, I didn't even know what a numismatic was until I started doing this.
Is that like a transformer?
Yeah, sort of. it's and the ones that you can get here are MS-70s, mint condition.
Okay.
I thought this was neat. We have a video you'll probably share with them later.
Uh-huh.
But if you would have bought one ounce silver dollar every month since 1986, you would have invested about $34,000.
Yep.
And it would be a profit of about $700,000 right now. So I'm a firm believer in numismatics now.
Listen, I talk about dollar cost average all the time. What do I tell you when you're buying the crypto? Dollar cost average, dollar cost average. The guys that I know who have done the best, they dollar cost average, they just bought every week. They just bought every month. They bought every week. And so that's what he's talking about. If you bought a 1 ounce silver dollar every month, I think it was the numbers I remembered, but it was pretty much the same. It was you invested $37,000 and you had about $800,000, and then if you took it away, your profit was about $765,000 or $770,000. So it is a no-brainer. And the other thing I really like about this deal is that, you know, in crypto they have everybody scared of selling crypto. Mm-hmm. I mean, it is what they got you scared. Everybody's scared to sell crypto. Is it legal? Is it not legal? You know, listen, you can sell gold and silver
all day long.
All day long. You can sell it to each other. We're part of a club. You can. It's a clean deal.
Barter with it.
You can barter with it. You can do all this stuff. All right. Can we talk about the comp plan?
Sure.
How do I make money with this thing?
Well, a lot of people are coming here and just buying the precious metals, right? Mm-hmm. You don't have to tell nobody nothing if you don't want to. But like me, most of my friends and family buy gold and silver anyway.
Right.
And they've been doing the same thing as me, buying it at the gold and silver shop, not knowing that they were wasting anywhere from 12 to 20%. So I told them about it.
Yeah.
So the comp plan over here, it's sort of like if I had PayPal and you didn't, and I sent you my PayPal link, and you created a PayPal would give me some money. Same thing over here.
That's how it was back in the day. They don't do that anymore, though. I don't think.
I don't know.
But in the early days, people don't know that. That's how it was in the early days. It was just like that. They did a referral. They did a referral business.
So did Cash App.
Yep.
No, I don't use either one of those no more. Personal reasons. But so over here, if I told Bruce about this, and Bruce said he wanted to come in and get a $399 membership. The membership's good. It gives you access to buy gold and silver at cost for 18 months.
Okay.
And they would pay me $50.
Okay.
For that.
Yep.
A referral fee, which is great.
Sure. And then when they re-up and everything else, of course.
Yeah. That might get complicated, but yeah. So not only would I get $50, when he comes in at $399, gets 18-month unlimited access to buy precious metals at cost. He also gets digital access to the vault, which other companies charge $200, $300 for that.
Right.
It comes with a membership here. And it also comes with 3 premium grade 1 ounce silver MS70 numismatics.
Okay.
And I've said numismatics correctly 3 times.
You're doing great, man.
A redneck can do it.
How much are those valued at?
The cheapest ones I could find on the internet were $84.
Okay.
But they'll be anywhere from $80 to $120 a piece.
Okay.
But the cool thing is, if you put $80 to $120 of paper money in that drawer, in 5 years it's worth less than when you put it in there. If you put a numismatic in there for 5 or 10 years,
it's going to be worth more. It's going to be worth more of those paper dollars.
Exactly.
And that's what we're always talking about here, and that's where the situation we're at. We're in a position where I don't think that they have no other option but to print more money. There's no way out of this. I don't think the home prices are going to come down. I don't think prices are going to come down. I think they're just going to keep going up because we're at a point in the history of our fiat currency where they have no other option. And you see, that's what I was talking about the markets today. January 8th, huge pump, big pump today. And why? Because they know they're going to approve this spending bill, or this, and I think it's the big one. I don't think it's just a CR, but I haven't been paying attention enough. At a certain point,
you've been on the plane.
Yeah, but they know they're going to approve it, and everybody's going to get a whole bunch of more cash. And when that happens, you get diluted more and more and more, and that's what they're doing. Inflation is a tax. It's a sneaky tax. They don't tell you it's a tax. They call it inflation, but it's tax.
It's a tax.
It is a tax, and it's a big tax.
Obamacare, what's a tax?
It's tax. I was sitting there with my in-laws last night, and we got a modge podge of people around, and Europeans and Russians and this and that and the other, and they're like, "Oh yeah, you guys have it good here, you know, and this and that," and I get it. We're not getting taxed as much as they are, and this is, you know, in Europe is taxed more. But our inflation, if you add in the inflation tax, people, you would be with me in D.C. saying, let's have a tea party. It's time for a tea party. You want to come to my party? But no, this is how we do it peacefully. So tell me a little bit more about the comp plan. So that's the easy part. You let your friends. You get a commission on that. You also get a commission every time they buy something. And now, of course, you got to make a minimum. You had to bring in one person in per month, or you got to buy a silver dollar or whatever in order to qualify. They don't just pay you the commission. You walk away and do nothing. But every time they buy and you qualify, you make commission as well.
Yeah.
Well, don't let me leave you if I'm wrong.
No. It's just, I don't know how to explain that on I really don't know how to explain it.
Okay.
I don't.
Yeah. Well, probably it's going to be different. Because of the business volume points, because of the points.
Yeah,
it's points.
It's hard to explain.
It is hard to explain. Basically, they're going to take, in layman's terms, they're going
to. The cool thing is they can go to @costmetals.club.
@costmetals.club.
And all the info is on there, and it even breaks that down to where they can understand it. There's a 4-minute video on there.
Yes.
That does way better than I could do, and it's simple.
I don't believe it.
It's so easy a cowboy can do it.
You don't believe it. He's one of the best. So, and also, we're going to, in addition to our video, or our live stream that we're doing every morning, 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, our normal Money in the Morning show, which is 11 a.m. in London, and of course we're live in Texas. Actually, we're here in Texas at 5 a.m., but 11 a.m. in London, 3 p.m. in Dubai, 6 p.m. in Bangkok. But we're going to probably add, I was talking to my producer today, a 12 noon show where we're really going to be focused on this. So we're going to talk to people that are doing it. We're going to run it down. We're going to answer people's questions, and we're going to build this thing. I think this is one of the most. I am the most optimistic about this, and I think this is going to build a massive network for us. I think we're going to build it. But we're going to gain a massive network. That network is also going to plug into all the other things that we're doing, and we're going to meet these people. We're going to have a lot of fun doing it.
Definitely have a lot of fun doing it.
Yeah, and that's what it's all about.
It's already been fun. We ain't even launched.
It's already been fun. We even launched. Cowboy and I just met. I think we'll always be friends from here on out.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else? Anything else you want to say? Talk about anything else?
No. Just don't stay poor.
Don't stay poor, guys.
Passing over opportunity repeatedly. Poor.
Poor. Passing over opportunity repeatedly. Cowboy, thanks, man.
Yep.